Hi friends, welcome back to Road Just Travel, where budget travel doesn't have to suck. This is my office, by the way. It's a work in progress, but I moved and I have an office now. Yay! It is raining in California. It's been raining a lot this year, but it's raining so the lighting's a little wonky, so bear with me. So I got an away bag last year, and I made a short about it, and it ended up being my second best performing short. The company has a lot of hype. They had a brilliant social media marketing campaign, so I get a lot of questions about this suitcase, so I thought I'd do a review video. And if you're new, I'm Jessie, and after years of budget travel, I've discovered lots of hacks and tips that I now share with you, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. I have over 100 videos, and you can join the Happy Travels community for exclusive tips and guides. So I'm gonna start with giving you an overview of the company, the bag, and other things you should know, and then I'll go into my experience with this bag and review. None of this is sponsored, so if you buy a suitcase or whatever, it doesn't affect me at all. This is all just my opinion. I will be honest and say that since I have a business, I can write this off as a business expense. So general tip, whenever influencers are like, I bought this with my own money, yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Sure, they paid for it, but if they're doing it for a video or whatever, it has something to do with their influencer business, they can write it off. So for the purpose of this review, I'm rating it as though I can't write it off, because most people can't write off a suitcase on their taxes, because I'd be lying if I said that being able to write it off didn't influence me into paying $400 for a suitcase. So Away hit the market in 2015, and their big angle was style. They popularized really cute, colorful, feminine luggage. Before that, it really wasn't as common to see colorful suitcases, and now I feel like they're everywhere, which I actually recommend in other videos, because if you ever lose your suitcase, it's easier for the airport to find a red suitcase in a sea of black luggage than a black suitcase. And they're just cool looking. Like, I love the color of this. I love how it looks. But yeah, so Away became known as like a kind of an Instagram brand and became really popular a few years ago. A big exciting feature that they would tout was that their carry-on suitcase has a battery in it, so you can charge your phone if you have a layover or for whatever reason you have a charger in your bag. And that's an awesome feature. It is not in my suitcase because mine's like a checked bag and they only have them in the carry-on. So I have the medium flex. I'm gonna post like B-roll because this is a terrible way to show you everything, but I have the medium flex and the color is Coast. Including tax and everything, it costs about $432, which is a lot for a suitcase. However, if you get a quality suitcase, it can last you for 10 years. If you get a $20 suitcase, it'll break in a year. So to an extent, you get what you pay for. So this suitcase has a polycarbonate hard shell, which I recommend over the soft cases for protection and durability purposes. It has what they call the flex feature, where it unzips on the sides to expand the suitcase by about 1.75 inches. It also has 360-degree wheels, which on more upscale luggage is the standard, but it may not always be the case in cheaper luggage. It makes all the difference though. It's so much easier to lug around when it has these smooth 360 wheels. I think that's huge and worth splurging a little bit. And it has an underside grab handle and a lock that is TSA approved, so you can secure your bag and TSA won't break it when they need to get into it. Though I will say, I just discovered my husband was like, I wonder if you can find those TSA lock keys on Amazon. Unfortunately you can, which is really disconcerting, but maybe locks on luggage are just smoke and mirrors, but I like to have them just in case. The suitcase is 26 inches long, which is a good size for a check bag for like a week or so trip. I'm really not a heavy packer and it is perfect for me. It has some mesh structure on the inside to help you organize your clothes, strap things in, and stow away little things too. It also comes with a little laundry bag too, which is a nice little touch to keep your dirty clothes away from your clean clothes. And it weighs about 10 pounds, which is pretty light, especially when you're rolling it around the airport. And that's the gist of it. Supposedly you can test the suitcase out for like 100 days and return it if you don't like it. though I feel like it'd kind of be a hassle, like returning this big ass suitcase, but it's cool that you have that warranty in case it breaks. All right, now what do I think about this bag? I'm gonna rate it across appearance, function, durability, price, and overall. I would rate the appearance of this bag as 10 out of 10. I wish they had like a Tiffany blue color. Maybe they will one day because that is personally my favorite color. But I do really like this Coast color. And also a nice little touch that's included is that it comes with a seemingly good quality leather luggage tag that you can customize with your initials if you want. But I wanted a tag with a rabbit on it, so I ended up getting one on Amazon and not using that one. I will say with pretty colorful bags, they are gonna get scuffs on them from being thrown around by the airport people and whatever, knocked into things. But they do give you like a magic eraser to buff them out, and so far it's worked out pretty well for me. But I'm not really like religious about buffing and stuff, you know? I just like a few things in life. We're all gonna die, you gotta pay taxes, and your colorful suitcase is gonna get scuffed. You just gotta accept it. The zipper is really, really smooth. It has not really gotten stuck with me at all. It has great features that help you organize. I'm really into having a really organized suitcase, so it includes this mesh pouch, this compressor thing that has a mesh pocket and compression straps. And like I mentioned, the 360-degree wheels are really smooth and easy to use. The only reason I'm not giving 10 out of 10 is because I think it'd be cool if it had a built-in scale. I've seen other companies do that before where you pick up the handle and this app tells you how much it weighs. That would be really nice to have so I don't have to worry about going over. So of course I haven't had this for like 10 years because it's not that old of a company, but the hard shell makes it pretty durable. And like I said, it does get scuffed, but that's gonna happen to any suitcase. I'm gonna be honest, price isn't great. It's the worst part about Away is the price, for sure. I know it's a startup and they're trendy and it's a really quality bag. And me saying this might make them never want to work with me, but I just don't think a bag like this should cost $430. That is a lot of money. And if I wasn't a travel YouTuber doing a video and ultimately writing this off, I don't think I would buy this for full price. They do have sales periodically, so if you can snag this bag, this is the medium, for about like $300, $350, I think a lot of people would be feeling pretty good about the purchase. I know I would. So I'm gonna give it like 6 out of 10 for the price. If you could take advantage of a sale, maybe 8 out of 10. Overall, if I were to sum this purchase up in like 8 words, I'd say a bit expensive, but beautiful and really handy. If you have the money to spend, it is really a great bag. If you're on a budget, I would probably rather spend the money elsewhere. If you want to know where to get cheap or valuable bags, you can visit my website, roadjesstravel.com, and you'll see my Amazon store where I do have some options for you. There's great options that are much, much less than $430. So overall, great bag, too expensive, but I do recommend it if you're wanting to splurge. I do really love it. It is super quality, so maybe I shouldn't rag on the price so much because I don't know how much it costs to make all this. I don't know, it's a lot of money, but I love the bag. So are you thinking about getting an Away bag? I'd love to hear, or if there's another luggage company that you like, I'd love to hear what companies you recommend. I didn't do a cocktail because I just don't really feel like drinking. If you're new here, I do a cocktail usually every video where I tell you at the end of the video how to make the cocktail, but just don't feel like drinking right now. It's still during the day, it's 3 o'clock. I usually film later, but anyway, now I'm just rambling. All right, I will see you guys in the next video next Sunday. You have a great rest of your day. Happy travels.